Breaking news just coming in. RCB star Devdutt Padikkal becomes the latest IPL player to have contracted the novel coronavirus. The RCB opener has been isolated from the rest of the squad. He's in quarantine at the moment. Padikkal is the third IPL cricketer to test positive. Kolkata Knight Riders' Nitish Rana was the first. Delhi Capital's Axar Patel is the other. Rana has recovered and joined the squad after 2 negative tests. So, COVID scare hits the IPL team. Padikkal becomes the third IPL player to test COVID positive. So, this is the third IPL player who has tested positive for IPL. Boria Majumdar is joining us for the very latest. A very good morning to you, Boria. Boria, the situation looks very grim with the IPL players testing positive. Padikkal becomes the third one to test positive for coronavirus. How do you read this particular situation? How does this impact the games to come as well?
Yeah, the situation isn't good at all, Chaiti. Having said that, some clarifications. Devdutt had not joined the team bubble. So he had not joined the camp yet. He has already been isolated, so there was no exposure, number one. Number two, Nitish Rana got a positive test, which clearly was a false positive test, because after that he's returned negative tests and is back in action. As far as Axar is concerned, Axar returned a negative test on the 28th of March. And during the second test, he was diagnosed positive and he has now been isolated. In fact, because he was showing symptoms, he was admitted to hospital according to the BCCI statement of purpose, the SOP, but there is no cause for alarm. What I want to tell our viewers, 3 things. One, the only way the IPL can be staged is the strictest adherence to biobubble protocols. And this does not only apply for the players or the BCCI staff or the broadcaster, it applies to everyone involved: groundsman, technical staff, scorer, umpire, anybody tending the ground, or any official who is entering the ground also. The problem with India, Chaiti, is every state cricket association will have some officials who will break protocol and come in. That is where the BCCI will have to be ruthless. Every person will have to have the permission to come in. Only then should they be allowed exposure, otherwise not. And whoever is allowed should be put in bio bubbles and tests should be maximized. I had a chat with BCCI officials yesterday and I've had multiple chats. They assure me that strictest adherence to protocol will be done, and that is the way going forward. Matches in Mumbai, as of now, there is no question of shifting. That's what they tell me, but Hyderabad and Indore have been readied as backup venues. But I again say, at this point in time, there is no talk of shifting the matches from Mumbai to elsewhere.
I just had another question on another tangent completely, Boria. When you have cricketers and sportsmen who test positive coronavirus and after they recover, in the past, have you spoken to them and noticed that their game gets impacted by any way? Because sometimes you have the COVID long haulers as well. How have you gathered this information in terms of whether or not their game really gets impacted?
Good question, and the answer is no. That's maybe because of the increased immunity or the heightened fitness levels of these elite high performance stars. Last IPL, Deepak Chahar was positive, was no problem coming back. Ruturaj Gaikwad positive, absolutely no problem coming back. Internationally, Novak Djokovic, Cristiano Ronaldo, multiple stars have tested positive but have come back without any impact whatsoever. And the result may be the increased fitness levels of each of these players. So, and in most cases, the infection has been mild. That's what I gather. And when you are on COVID, when we are on COVID, Chaiti, let me also give you a Sachin update. Sachin's doing reasonably well, is what yesterday, his team told me. So fingers crossed, we should expect him back. The doctors have kept him under observation and administering the medicines, but there is no cause for alarm whatsoever as far as Sachin is concerned.
All right, leave it at that. Thanks so much for joining us with the latest details right there, Boria, and that perspective as well. COVID scare hitting the Indian Premier League, and that's the top focus at the moment. That's the breaking story at the moment.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.